One question I get all the time is, can I keep my credit card when I file bankruptcy? And on the one hand, that might seem kind of silly because you're filing bankruptcy, but on the other hand, you can't get a plane ticket. You can't do very much without something. Whether it's I would recommend having a debit card, but if you don't have any money in your account, that's difficult. But the short answer is it depends on which kind of bankruptcy you're in. If you do a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, you are getting rid of all of your debts, and you've got to that are unsecured, and you have to list all your creditors, even ones you want to keep paying. Most people have somebody they want to keep paying. You have to keep paying for cars and houses where there's a lien, but if there's a credit card, somebody might want to keep paying their credit union credit card because they've been there since they were 15 years old. But basically, the short answer is you can keep a credit card, but the reality is most banks will close the account out. You may, if you have a friend at the bank, you may want to go talk to them, see if tell them you want to keep paying them. Will they let you keep the credit card? Most of them are probably going to say no, but they might let you reapply for a card. Or you can put $1,000 on a savings account and get a secured credit card, and that helps rebuild your credit, and it gives you a credit card. Another thing is you've got to list all the creditors that you have when you file bankruptcy, but you don't have to list creditors you don't owe any money to. So if you have a credit card that has a small balance, you could pay it off, not list that creditor because you don't owe them any money when you file bankruptcy, then use the credit after your case is over. But the problem is most creditors sweep your credit every 6 months or so just to see how you're doing, and if they see the bankruptcy, they may close your account later. So there's no guarantee. Another thing you have to ask is, let's say you have a $6,000 credit card balance and you've got a $6,300 credit limit, and you're like, I just got to stay with my credit union. Well, you're essentially agreeing to pay $6,000 back to have $300 worth of available credit just because you like the bank. I don't recommend that. I think that's a bad business decision. So that's what I think about keeping credit cards in Chapter 7. In Chapter 13, the short, sweet answer is no, you can't keep your credit card because you cannot borrow money while you're in Chapter 13 without court permission, and no judge is going to give you permission to keep a credit card.